just fucking, can't fucking believe you.
There's great.
Look what showed up. Look what I get to play with. Where's everything? It does, but whatever. We'll get back to that. I'm gonna make something out of it.
Well, you can tell all your friends, you can tell the whole bunch. I just had a good fun this lunch. Well, if you ever went us with the bowl and spoons, well, you can with the bee suit also. Hey there, welcome back to ONEOVERYOGI. Yeah, well, it looks like we're gonna start the worst lawnmower in the world here. If it doesn't rain, but what we're gonna do is we'll fire up the old pressure washer there, and yeah, we'll get these cleaned up and see what parts are viable, what's junk, what we're going to use, which deck we're going to use. I think I'm going to use this deck here because I just love it. I just love it. I don't know why. I think it reminds me of the Millennium Falcon for cutting grass somehow. Whatever. I love them. I think they're great. This is just basic generic. So yeah, we'll take and we'll get those all sprayed and washed and cleaned up and everything like that, and we'll get back to you and see what parts are viable and what is junk, and we'll just give the turf. But yeah, I got my safety squints on there for the pressure washer. Need those things. Absolutely. ONEOVERYOGI. Okay, well, I got you all set up there. Let's fire up the pressure washer and let's see what happens here. Going blind there from these things because of the water splashing all over the damn place. Oh Jesus. But anywho, I think what I'm going to do here is, so we got them all cleaned up fairly good. Oh, I missed that spot, son of a gun. Look at it. And yeah, so that's going to need to be nicely cleaned off there. This one here, I think that's just going to be parts. Yeah, I know these motors are slightly different from one another, but we gotta clean that too there. Let's give this carburetor a cleaning. Yeah, we'll get back at you. ONEOVERYOGI. We'll definitely get these cleaned up and see what parts are good. Well, here we are. Looks like we've determined what we're going to be doing for parts and all that kinds of stuff here with this bad boy. Looks like I'm going to go with that motor. Because it turns out, like, I found all these over the years, piece by piece. Always wanted a lawn boy. Always wanted this model in mint condition. Brand new out of the store. That's not going to happen. I think that's a 79 or an 80 or something like that. But that's the one I want because I like the offset wheel. It looks pretty good. This carburetor that I have here, it goes with this. This one here is called the Brick. It's from the 60s, I do believe. 60 something. You can see the fins are much different on the heads. This one here's got like angles and stuff to it, eh? See, it's all angled and that one's all straight. So we're gonna go with that motor, this fuel tank, those parts, that on this body. We'll lose this motor. Don't get me wrong, we're gonna keep it. But I want to get this handle on there because it's got a prime bulb up there and a key. It doesn't have a starter, but it's got a key for ignition, start, go, sort of deal. So that's got that. But then I'm going to have to probably take these off of here and find a way to facilitate them onto this body. Or I'll just take this handle here, because this is narrower between here and that one's wider, I think. We'll have to find out here. Yeah, see? This one's just a hair wider than that body. I guess I could just move the pins out, but I don't like doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'll come over here to the trusty pipe bender, and I'll just give those a nice little bend. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit of a chicane to get them on there. That's going to be parts, may build that one later on, I don't know. I got the fuel tank for that sitting over there. This body, that handle, this motor, and I just pulled the carburetor off. Holy, what a mess. Probably got shit all over my face from it too, but whatever. So we got the carburetor here all cleaned up nicely. All looking good. The float, needle, seat. Didn't know they had a filter built inside of them, but I think that's pretty cool. And then we've got the jet. I guess this acts as the main jet and the pilot jet too. I'm not too sure. Whatever, gasket, hardware, pin for the float, and then the float bowl. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We'll get back at you and see if we can get that thing running. I don't have a clue, but I don't, like I say, I've always wanted one of these things. You only commonly find these good old two-stroke ones in parts and pieces nowadays, so I scavenged up what I could, and we're going to do the best we can with what we got. We'll get back at you, ONEOVERYOGI.
Hey there, welcome back to ONEOVERYOGI. So, okay, here we are on the build. Okay, so we decided to go with that deck because it kind of looks like the Millennium Falcon, I guess. That's what it looks like to me. Cleaned a carburetor out because, well, there's one off here, so went with that motor, came off that deck. Thing that sucks about this whole thing is that this fucking thing has electronic ignition, whatever you want to call itself. That's all the timing and advance and all that up to this crap here. So that one was no good. This one here seems to be giving me something on the old voltmeter. Fine. Pull start, I gotta fix that. We're still going here. Let's see. So yeah, that motor came off there. That came from that motor there. This screen came from that motor there. That carb's off there. This handle is from another unit. It's got the old key ignition. Look at this, fuck, looks like a house key. One like this, and then push button for prime bulb all the way right there, all the way. That makes it easy, I guess. But it's kind of stupid because you got to bend over to pull the damn thing over anyways, right? But that's what sucks. I know I'm not a big fan of these. You know I like the old shit, right? So I'm taking a fucking brick here. This is what I wanted here. This is what I wanted, and that's not what I'm gonna get. That sucks, but I think somewhere around I have another one of these fucking motors lying around here. This one's got the straight fin, everything I explained that earlier. So that means I gotta go with this here, which is okay because it's got the fuel tank. But like I say, that would go on there. We'll get that put in. Oh, clean carburetor. We'll get that stuffed in there. Fuck. And then this is the one I wanted, because I think it goes originally with that deck. But I don't know, like I say, find these in parts all the time, or some completes or whatever. But yeah, so we're just gonna get some more shipped onto this thing. There's supposed to be a piece that goes on here so you can put a bagger on it or some fucking thing. I don't know, but we're gonna get back at you, and we'll definitely get this sucker done. That's all I gotta say. Get back at you, ONEOVERYOGI. Hey there, welcome back to ONEOVERYOGI. Yeah, so we're still on the world's worst lawnmower build. I apologize for the rain. You know, I'm not the one up there playing the weather keyboard. God is, and apparently he's playing a really good song today. So there's parts we got left over, all this kinds of stuff here. Yeah, and I do apologize for the rain again, but so if any droplets of rain land on the lens, I do apologize. Okay, see what's happening there? These motors do require the freaking lawnmower blade, otherwise they want to kick back on themselves and they'll shear this off. I learned that, yeah, took me only 3 times. How many times will I stick my fucking finger in a mouse trap? Look at this, knackered that sucker right out to death. That's terrible. Yep, so you need that on there. Otherwise it's not going to work. Here's more parts we got left. I wanted to use this deck right here. Didn't happen. Pardon me, this bonnet we'll call it. This here's scrap, pulled parts from this, pulled parts from that, right over here. And this is what we got. You know, if anybody knows lawn boys, they'll definitely know that that motor is sitting on there sideways. But I can't, well, I guess I could have shimmed this out and got this orientated so it was sitting up at the front here, you know, this way. But the holes did line up, so I just put it sideways. And I'm still within my don't hit the tree and fence line. Works out good. So that's basically what we got there. But as we were building this and required parts, because this has a different flywheel, showed you that over there. This has a different flywheel. This has a new electronic stator CDI box, all-in-one inclusive junk. So it's got a different one of those in there. It's got a blade off something else, handle off something else. The key switch is pretty cool. I don't know how many came with that little ordeal there. But this is basically, oh, look at that little sweet motor over there. Another beauty, right? You know what? Hey, I just had an idea. This would be cool. Sorry, random thoughts for a random mind. See how deep that is in there? What if we took that and just screwed that on there? Wouldn't that look boss? That would look pretty boss. Look at this beast, eh? Pretty freaking cool. But yeah, like I was saying, see, I got distracted like that. Fuck happens every day. But anyways, as we needed parts for this, somehow this turned up. In the beginning of the video, we didn't have this, but it's all there. And yeah, I was going to use it for parts, but that didn't happen because the missus really liked this deck. This deck here is the one, another aluminum one, that came for the bricks motor, which is that one over there. And she got this motor here, and she worked her butt off and did carburetor goodies and the whole nine. Don't get me started on carburetors. Well, I guess I'll go over it with you. This carburetor is off that motor over there, and this carburetor here is off of another motor. No, pardon me, this is the original carb. First she took the motor off that carburetor over there, and then she put it on this. And then she could finally get it to work because she cleaned this one like 4 times. And then I wasn't having very good luck with mine at all. So yeah, she beat me. It happened. I can live with it. I'm okay. So now, so then I took the carb that she got working on this and I put it on that. But I told her that I was going to do it. And so then she just took the one that was original off this and she just worked and worked on it. And she pulled that little screen thing that I showed you in the other video there about the black carburetor that I cleaned. That she took that off and she pulled the needle out and she cleaned all that up. But she left the filter off. She started it and it ran. With the blade on, of course. It ran really good. After it sat there and burped for a while, and then it just cleared right up. It still has a little bit of a skip and a hop to it, but we did do compression tests on both of these motors. I had to look at that. Out of like 5 motors, or 4 or 5 motors, we got 2 that ran. That's pretty good. 1 did show up, but it's an odd motor. Steel deck. What? It's terrible. That's why Lawn Boy is a good lawnmower. Good 2-stroke motors. And they run usually the aluminum decks. Come on, Lawn Boy, get it together now. Go back. I know production costs and all that shit, but seriously, look at this. This is an old-ass lawnmower, one of your products. There it is, right there. This is why you guys started doing this, is to prevent this. And here you are, running back. It's terrible. I must say, I like the color, though. It's good stuff. So, that's her project. You'll see more about that. But let's see what we got here with this. Take this and this is on. Give it a couple pumps. That down there, yeah. And I'm work smarter, not harder kind of guy. Let's see what happens here.
absolutely. So you know what we're going to take, and we're going to put other videos out about the, once again, sorry for the rain. We're going to take other videos and put them out about this one here, because this is the missus, and she's going to get this one up and running. She's going to paint it. She's got something special in mind. You guys will love it. It'll be great. Yeah, see, more parts and tools, and it's raining, and they're sitting out here and blah, 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 but whatever. There's that black carb. Terrible. But yeah, got something else coming up for you, another video here. If you look back on some of the other videos, you'll see it once or twice. It was sitting right here. Right here. The bumpy cart. It's pretty cool. I'm going to take that thing, we're going to get that thing fired up, and we'll post a video about that bad boy. And if you haven't seen it, stay tuned. Subscribe, leave a comment, please leave a comment, and yeah, check out a bunch of our other videos. Catch you back, ONEOVERYOGI. Hey there, welcome back to ONEOVERYOGI. So yeah, more about the lawnmower on this video, the missus's lawnmower. She took this here, she got that with the motor and wheels and a handle, no handle, and she cut this ring out, and she put the motor off of that on here, but that ring there she cut out of there, and she put it here, and then she's got double mounts going around it, so it works out absolutely great. Really nice looking machine. Look at this thing, fire it up. Pretty cool, yeah, we got them both running. Well, we got two out of the 5, I guess. 2 out of the 5 running, great. But no, she did a really nice job. This thing's beautiful. Wow, it's an old lawn boy, it's 2-strokes. Love these things, awesome. Check us back out at ONEOVERYOGI. Thanks for stopping by to see this video, the continuation of thereof. Leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Absolutely, you know what? Leave a comment. I just love the call. I got a comment the other day. Unbelievable. Foolish me, got a bad memory. Cannot remember the gentleman's name, but it was a really nice comment. He seemed really excited about the videos and everything like that. 45 subscribers, absolutely perfect. So you know what? We'll catch you back out. ONEOVERYOGI.